to welcome you to the show.
Thank you very much.
I also want to welcome our very special guest. We call him Uncle Charlie. Uncle Charlie is here. Is Charles Imoloame. Charles Imoloame, we want to welcome you. He's popularly called Charlimo. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Just a while ago, you mentioned how traumatic it was, getting here. The traffic was very horrific at the Rama Park. Today, apparently, is a market day as well. But however, we're glad that you made it here and you were able to weather the storm. We're told that it's going to get worse because the job there has been intensified. So it's just for a while. We will get through this, and the joy of the thereafter is to have the first flight itself. Like the biblical injunction will say that if it's only for the international people that we have hope. In Nigeria, it means we are going to be miserable, as it were. We're not hoping and praying for that. But I'd like you to look at some of the implications of all of these that he has read out.
Yes, he has read out what would be expected if we don't have food coming in. Backup. Gone were the days when we had silos where Nigeria store. We used to have storage of food that helps to cushion the effects of needs at this type of periods. But again, if the UN says there is no more support that they can give, the fear is that, of course, the state that Nigeria is today. There's we don't react. Our governments don't react to.
We're not proactive.
We are not proactive. They don't react to situations like this in real time. So it's only when it gets worse that we'll be running health.
And all that.
But the area of health is even much more fearful in this situation, because when you don't have the proper nutrition, the tendency is that people will get sick. And we don't even have medical facilities that will take care of cases like cases that can come would be like cases of cholera and so on and so forth, because people will not drink, they will not have good water, they will not have good sanitation and all of that, and it will explode into the effects that he was saying, that most people will drift into other areas where they think that it will be comfortable for them to survive.
Migration.
On the First Lady's suggestion about people having small gardens at the back, it's a good thing, but where are those gardens going to be when everywhere is built up because of bad economy?
He said that
any landlord that has a little bit of space in their houses, they build them up for more revenue to come for them to survive. So where are you going to have the gardens? And the most needs comes from the urban centers, where this food is consumed. So it is a good thing that this is coming up at this time. I want us to beg those who are in leadership positions to look at this critically and find out what is possible. We could discuss with other nations that have abundance, and we get the governments will liaise with them and
international aids. I mean, that's what you mentioned.
Yes,
they say that they can't cope. They've not even taken care of themselves. They're saying we're done with us.
It is even possible in Africa to say, look, what country is doing well with agriculture that we can even partner with some of them, because we are in need now, critical need. Everything is in Africa. We have everything in Africa. Even the disasters we have, like flooding and co. You don't compare them. You don't compare them to what happens in other climes and all of. Apart from this banditry and things that we do to ourselves in Africa, which comes out of bad policies from our governments that makes that possible. So I think we are in for a very difficult period. So the government should partner. They should look around Africa. I'm telling you, I know that some places in Africa are there that that have enough, and will even still have enough to export to other places.
Okay, let's look at intentional policies the government may put in place to help to cushion all of these, because it is clear they've made it known. So
See.
And they'll believe that.
So that is what I have to say. I mean, we must see it as a very serious national issue.
A clarion call.
Yes.
All right. I'm afraid that time will not allow us, but I'm hoping that the much that we've had, to expand the conversation on how we can better the lives of our children in terms of taking away malnourishment from them, giving them the best of food, even though they're not expensive. They necessarily do not need to be expensive, so long as they're balanced and is healthy for them to grow mentally, socially, even in their brains. The formation of their brains is important, especially in their formidable years of growth. I must say thank you to the three gentlemen who have come to help us with this conversation. It's an ongoing conversation, and like you already heard, it's a global challenge that we must deal with. We must wake up from the naira and rise up to the challenge and handle it. And this change that we're all yearning and asking for begins with every one of us. So I must say thank you to these three gentlemen. Thank you, Pastor Nusaini, for coming to share your thoughts with us on the show. We're hoping that our messages have been heard and the needful will be done. Thank you so much, Pastor Nusaini, leadership coach, SFAC. Thank you for coming. I'd also like to thank Mr. Saliu Brimo Adurolo, Executive Director, Ideal Government and Resource Center. Thank you for coming and sharing your international talks, especially with your experience working with the UN and other international bodies. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I also want to thank our father, the man who goes by the name Charlimo. I'd like to welcome and thank you once more. We're glad that you made it on the show.
Thank you.
Charles Imoloame. Charles Imoloame is an entertainer and also a chief
graphic designer.
Yes, a chief graphic designer. He's multi-talented. We must thank you for coming to share your thoughts with us.
Thank you.
This is the program State in Focus, Monday morning's edition. However, be sure to join us for Wednesday and a repeat broadcast on Friday. You can watch